918 Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the real Black Wall Street, with your boy Eno the Chosen One. And
Carlos and Kofa Bay, you know who it is.
this shit gonna stay real and get real, so leave your feelings on the sideline. And we got a new guest today. Brother,
Yeah.
introduce yourself.
Negro Spiritual 121.
Hey,
Appreciate
man,
y'all brothers letting me in on the platform.
hey, man, I'll cap aside. We're gonna start playing. You know what I mean? I'm out the throwing, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably looking crazy. I'm hot. My eyes a little watery. Anywho, y'all familiar with this brother? If y'all seen us in the town, we've done a lot of work together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna jump into his story in a second, but to give y'all a little brief history of what we've done together, it's probably been I'm gonna say the last 5 years working with this brother. You know what I'm saying? The community power marches, the community respect marches, the J's for A's, the mentoring at McLean, the being on the local radio station. Being in the community, going to Oasis, going north, south, east, west. I'm talking about 7 a.m. to like 8, 9 o'clock at night, riding around with this brother. You know what I'm saying? Putting in footwork in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about
Flyers, going to go meet city politicians, going
talk
to the
to
juvenile justice system. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like, this brother done a lot of work in the community of Tulsa, and a lot of people don't recognize this brother for the work he's done. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to give a moment of silence for the work this brother done. With that being said,
This thing crazy.
And if you smoke that tree, hit your throwing for the work that he done done.
Give a moment of silence.
hey, but nah, man, I want to salute you, bro. I want to salute you, bro, because a lot of people down here, people be clout chasing. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say they be dick riding. Fuck them, they be dick riding. Certain people down here,
They do it all. They cloud chase, they dick riding all that shit. And then you out here putting in the work, bro, and ain't no recognition, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have knew nothing about it if it wasn't for a kunu, just to be a dollar. Like, so a lot of stuff go unseen or people don't get their flowers, you know what I'm saying, for what they be doing and what they've been doing, the footwork they've been putting in. But everybody on the internet that's faking the funk, they can get flowers.
Yeah.
And you know, bro, because you done a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so, if I'm gonna give you the floor, we're gonna talk. What is it called? The give me the initials.
CPR.
We're gonna go into that, but you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I want to jump back a little bit and give the people the story, because I'm sure some probably see the Negro Spiritual on the hat, or they see the Negro Spiritual. So, what is the Negro Spiritual 121?
So the simplest, easiest way to speak on it is Negro Spiritual 121 is a freedom statement, right? And I had 121 years in prison. Matter of fact, give me one quick second. Don't go nowhere. Don't hold your horses. I should have had this already ready. Boom, I'm still here. First picture I took when I got sentenced to 121 years, right? 25 years old. So I wasn't never supposed to get out. You know what I mean? And Negro spirituals, of course, there are songs that slaves sung about freedom, and they actually had hidden code words in them to help them escape on the Underground Railroad to get to their freedom. Follow the Drinking Gourd is one of the songs. The drinking gourd is like a big ass spoon and you drink from, right? But the drinking gourd is also the Big Dipper in the sky. And the Big Dipper got the North Star. So you follow the drinking gourd to go north to freedom. That was a hidden code word they had in there. Wade in the Water had hidden code words in those Negro spiritual songs. There was no deodorant back in the Gap back in the day. So people was running and them hound dogs can smell your scent. If you jump in the water, wade in the water, they can't smell you. They can't follow your trail. Your trail gonna run cold. You gotta hide until them dogs and them horses run by. You get out, pop out, and go run to your freedom. I had 121 years, 60 years trafficking ecstasy, 40 years trafficking cocaine, 15 years possession with intent marijuana, 5 years no tax stamp, not paying taxes on illegal cocaine, 1 year paraphernalia for scales and baggies, and 7 days no insurance on my vehicle. I did 5 years, 3 months in a law library till I was able to prove an illegal search and seizure. You know, I always tell people, make sure to remember to pay that cocaine tax. Uncle Sam wants his coke money, you know, because it's really crazy for me to get 5 years for something that's already illegal, but you're going to tax me. You can't do that. But that's what they do here, state of Oklahoma. And I was in the law library. I had to find the hidden codes in the law to get out. I was really selling drugs. I was really in the streets. I was really doing that. And so I didn't have a leg to stand on to get out of that, except that the police did an illegal search and seizure. But I don't know the law. I'm a high school dropout with a GED. So I had to get in that law library and find those hidden codes that unlocked my freedom. And that's how the Negro Spiritual 121 comes together.
Okay, with that, like when you got up, I saw the flyers behind you, so you know we got to speak on the flyers. You know what I mean? We got to, and I know that's the second J's for A's, but I remember the first one we put out. The first one we put out, you had put the people that donated pictures on the flyers.
Yeah. Well, we did a lot for that. You know, it was really a beautiful thing. We had more people who donated. I had like for the second J's for A's, it was a couple of bigger investors that donated to it instead of, and let's shout out Tri-City Collective. You know, they was a big part of it, donated to it. Tiffany Crutcher, she helped out, you know, Crutcher Foundation. She's always looking out anything that Negro Spiritual's doing. She's going to be a part of it in some form or fashion. Monetary, showing up with her presence, even after she already donated everything, you know, and so that's big sis, you know. And when we did this one, then also to our archive creative space, that's or that's my brother and his wife. That's their little that's their what you call it, event space, archive, you know, creative space. So that's their event space, and they was able to donate that space for free, because the first one, if you recall, we did it at Greenwood Cultural Center, and they were not cheap, it wasn't free. And so I understand it's good to pay for, you know, services, Black services, and I respect it. And I just wish that we would have more support so that we can afford to pay all of our people the rates that they deserve to be paid, you know. And so it takes the community putting it together. Me and you was out there, like you said, on foot, going knocking, boom, 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 pulling up on people. We was doing everything we had to do to get people to donate $5. $5 each, not asking for your whole check, we're not asking for everything. $5. 30, we get 60 people to donate $5. That's $300. That's a prize for a kid who gets straight A's. And so it was very powerful for us to be able to pull that off and bring that together.
I want to say, not to cut you off, and I apologize, but you just said for one child. We did that for 20 children.
We ran it up.
You know what I'm saying? And so I want to thank the city of Tulsa, those who donated as well, for their contributions to the youth to help us put that together. Yeah, and I yield with that one. I'll give you the floor back.
Yeah, we definitely gotta, you know, give the shout out to the ones who donated. They still on the website, negrospiritual121.org. So I got that carousel going around showing the people that we made sure to take pictures of everybody who donated. We blasted them out and we invited them. The most important thing is not only just donating that money. It was 3 elements to this J's for A's. Number one, we want the kids to create that intrinsic desire inside to want to do good in school, because it's going to lead to opportunities in life. If I would have known that good grades get you money, I would have did better in school. You know what I mean? I didn't know that till I came home from prison and went to community college. So another thing is I said, okay, they're going to learn that. Then we're going to be really like backdooring, sneaking them with the education that they're going to be eligible to actually go to school with some fire grades. And then they're going to be able to get money. Number 2 is the community is investing in its own future. We are investing in our own future. We got to take care of us. That's what we got to take care of us is about. We donate a little bit, but we got a lot of people doing it. That little bit from each person turns into a lot. And the pot is big, and then everybody gets to eat. And we get to boom, 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 feed all the kids, you know? And so that's what the whole vision was. And not only just doing that, but then the third piece is, so the first piece, the kids going to get them good grades because they want to strive to win the money to get their shoes. The community is donating, so they are investing in its own future, our own future. And the third piece is the celebration when we give the plaques and we give the gift cards away so they can get the shoes, that we come together and we fellowship together. We sit down there, we eat, we clap it up, we had them walk across the stage, we do all of that. And so that was very important to bringing our people together and sharing a meal together, talking about what we're doing and getting that energy popping so that we can do it again. And so all of that was important for the J's for A's, those elements.
Right. Okay, I was listening and I want to go back. Also, a question that came in my head because I don't want to keep jumping back and forth. I'm lagging. Let me take myself off camera. All right. So, anywho, my question is, I was listening to you, and I want to go back to your story.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all right, they gave you 121 years.
Yeah.
5 years and 3 months studying the law library, correct?
True story, yeah.
Okay, so then you get out. How did you get to, like, all right, so I know what you did, but I mean, let the people know, I mean, like, how did you get to where you are now? And then we want to talk about the CPR.
So when I first came home from prison, first of all, it was my second time going to prison. I went to prison 19 years old, took a gun from a security guard. I did 13 months. And then when I came home, I didn't learn nothing. I was young. I didn't learn, like, you know, I was like, okay, I was going to go, you know, try to hit licks, do all this other stuff. That's not, so I said, switched it up. Boom. So I couldn't get a job anywhere because of the background from stealing that gun, being live on Channel 8 News, all of that. So then I started, my older brother, he sold drugs. I forced his hand. I'm like, you either going to teach me how to do it or I'm going to go out here and do it myself because I gotta get some bread. And so he started, you know, like inching me in, showing me the game. And so when I had started selling drugs, I'm selling drugs, but I got like a mathematical mind. So I really, you know, I mean, I did it a little bit. I did it better than he was doing, basically, right? And I watched this documentary on Sam Walton, the man who founded Walmart. And I applied some of the stuff I learned from that doc. I said, no, I'm not selling pieces. My stuff is prepackaged. You're gonna get it how it comes. You're not gonna come over here and try to bust my bag down and this, that, no. If you don't come with it, boom, every time you see me, you got to spend this certain amount. You know what I mean? And people started to respect that. They knew, like, okay, well, if I'm gonna call him, this is what it is. And they got their bread right, and that's the only time they called me. And I started leveling up really fast. So that's how I ended up going to prison with the trafficking charges, right? And so I do the time. I'm in there 5 years in the law library, illegal search and seizure, Arizona versus Gantt, Kelly versus State, New York versus Belton, Terry versus Ohio. I'm studying these case laws. I'm digesting them in. I'm taking it all down, figuring it out. Like, okay, you can't do Kelly like that. You can't do Baxter like that. You can't do this person. This is what happened in search and seizure, Terry versus Ohio. Okay, Fourth Amendment. Okay, boom, 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 boom. I had a public defender, and so I was writing them these letters. I'm like, look, these are the case laws. This is it, right? I wrote you everything, how it needs to be, because when you have an attorney of record, they have to represent you. But a lot of people are dissatisfied with that representation because when it comes through, it's like, you're not really representing me. You just pushing me down the line. You're not really paying attention to my case. You got 50, 60 cases on your desk. Nobody cares more about your life, your freedom than you. And so I had to, even as a high school dropout, I went in a law library not knowing nothing. because nobody can care more about my life than me. And I didn't want to stay there. I did not want to stay there. And so I never accepted it. I felt like, you know, if I'm built for more, I'm meant for more, I got to do more to get myself up out of here. And so I went and did that, you know. Come home, I don't got no skills. I'm like, I'm not a plumber, a welder. I ain't got no computer programming. I don't like, nobody will hire me. McDonald's wouldn't hire me the first time. But when I started selling drugs, like, because McDonald's wouldn't hire me. So the same McDonald's I worked at when I was 16, 71st and Riverside. I'm like, this ain't, so what am I going to do? I talked to my pops. He's like, well, you know the law. I said, I do know the law. Studying it for 5 years, get my freedom. So he said, go get that certification. I go to TCC, get that paralegal to go get my paralegal degree. And I was afraid that I would fail because I got expelled twice from Memorial High School, dropped out of Edison. So I'm like, damn, you know, I went to Thunderbird Youth Academy, TYA. I don't know if y'all know, that's where the bad kids go. Thunderbird, I caught some cases or whatever. Had to go there and decide on what I'm going to do with my life. And so I went to Thunderbird, got the GED, and so that's all I had. So when I get out of prison, I'm like, well, what am I going to do? So I'm at the school at TCC, and they accepted me, and I was like turning every paper in. I just didn't want to get no zeros. That was my whole thing. Don't get no zeros. Turn everything in. Try your best. Turn everything in. They offered tutoring. I grabbed the smart people in my class and like, we study group. Let's go. Built study groups, all of that. I got straight A's. Did it the next semester. Got straight A's. Then my advisor said, you know what? Fernando's name. He said, you should try out for honors. I'm like, me? You don't know who you're talking to. No, you should try for honors, but I don't back down from a challenge. So I went to the people who fix your classes. I went over there to them and I was like, okay, let me try out for one honors class. Dude was like, boom, 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 put me in all honors. I'm like, oh God. Well, I'm in here now. Let's go. You hear me? So did the same plan, turning everything, no zero. Boom, straight A's again in honors. I'm like, y'all done fucked up. I know I'm smart now. Y'all done fucked up. So graduated TCC, got the paralegal degree. I graduated with honors. And then I interned at the public defender's office while I was TCC, got to work on some cases there. I worked at Arbital Law. I worked at Tate Law Firm. And I got married too after graduation. And it turned out wasn't a good idea for me to do that. So I got married, went through.
So hold on before you go on. I just want to ask one question for all the youngsters out here, for everybody that don't got a high school diploma or been to college, and you just said that you dropped out of high school before and you went to prison.
Yeah.
And then you was in there 5 years with no high school diploma. You went to the law library and you worked on your own case, and then you got yourself out as a free man, right?
Facts.
I just wanted to say that for everybody out here that's gonna tune in, so they can know. Just because you don't have a high school diploma right now or a GD right now, don't put yourself down, because that's what
he
happened
said
to us now.
He ended up getting his law. He ended up working under for the Tate Law Firm.
That's what, and I was gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say too. Like, so you telling me you was a felon that beat your case and you didn't work for some attorneys? I was gonna get there too. Yeah, I'm glad you pulled it in.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm glad you stopped that, and make sure, because I be running on and on. So make sure y'all just tell me, what I need to say. But when I was in prison, I was like, ain't nobody else gonna do it. The problem was that I gave decision-making power over my life to 12 strangers.
Somebody else. Yeah.
12 strangers, 11 white people and 1 black woman.
Yeah.
And this they decided was good for me. 121 years. Where is it on my head here? because the camera reversed me. But yeah, 121 years. And so you can't, like, it don't matter as long as everybody's case ain't the same. You know what I mean? Everybody is case ain't the same. Everybody get out, but they got to fight and try to figure out what they can.
So what I used to tell the youngsters is, like, when I was in the county jail, because when I first went to the pen at 18, that's what the old schools used to say, get in the law library.
Yeah.
Learn the law. Don't just learn state laws, learn federal laws too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I used to tell the youngsters in the county when I was in the county jail. Like, I don't care if you got a paid lawyer, bro. You don't put your life in nobody else's hands. You got to look at your stuff, get the laws to the case that you fighting. Then you got to know about the elements. Because if they don't got all the elements to the case, they got to throw it out. So if I would have went to the pen, if I would have got locked up for murder at 18, I wouldn't do that either. It took me to go to prison, to get my GED, to go to college, get a couple semesters of college in, a semester of college in, because it was free before I turned a certain age. So it's just like that's what I be trying to install in my children. Don't never put your faith in the next person, no matter what.
Nobody.
If you got to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. You got to, bro. It's very important. Like, my brother got a life sentence, right? I was at Whacking Hut with him. We worked in the kitchen together, right? And he was coming to me, I pay people to do my legal work, nigga. I said, you going to that law library with them old? That's how he was talking to me. My brother's still in.
Yeah, and I bet you now he wish he was at going to the law library with you when you was going.
You know, my brother's still in there, man. We still work, but everybody.
But I mean,
ain't the same. Mine, you know, I don't have. He had a case where Swick, you know what I'm saying? So his is different. Mine was a drugs, and I don't have witnesses to say this, that, and the third. And so, you know, it's a lot different. Everybody's case is different. But if you go to trial is ran by human beings. Human beings make errors. They make mistakes. And so you definitely have more opportunities to try to overturn it, to try to say, okay, well, y'all messed up. Y'all need to give me a time cut. Y'all need to do something for the different situations that we find ourselves in. And so what me and Akona was trying to do is preventative, so that people don't end up getting there and trying to have them work their way, fight their way back out. We was doing, that's what J's for A's is, a preventative thing. You got straight A's, you got your bad grades up, and you got the $150 gift card, and now you got B's and stuff like that. You qualify for college, you more than likely not gonna end up in prison. You know, you more than likely not gonna end up where we was at. So that's the whole thing about what we was doing with that.
And also when we went to go talk to them at the Juvenile Justice Center.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about that if you want to, or, you know what I mean, you can continue.
Yeah, well, we only got so far with that, you know what I mean? But we made our strides, we made our steps in the door, and got
as far as your mission statement.
But yeah. You punctured you what you did, you punctured the first layer.
Yeah. You know. A lot of people, I find that a lot of people is afraid of the word Negro. I find that a lot of people first, so they're like, "Ooh, do we want Negro spiritual to come in here? We want Negro to do this," and so we get a lot of, you know, a lot of people afraid to be like, "Can we support this king?" But when we do stuff that's undeniable, then you can't help but the J's for A's. It's undeniable. The respect march, it's undeniable. You know what I mean? And so,
funny moment, and I apologize again, but funny moment. We were invited to a place, me, you, and your nephew, Raekwon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We went in there with our camouflage, and it was all them Europeans people in there. You already know what I'm talking about. And the way they was looking at us, oh, shit.
Everybody said, clutching their pearls and dropping their forks.
Like they say the Black Panthers and come back or something, bro. Like, it was just three of us.
Yeah. What's the name? Wasn't with us? What's your boy?
You and your nephew, wasn't it?
Nah, we was there, but I think
who was? It was somebody who was with us.
Skinny guy. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Brandon.
Brandon was with us.
Brandon, yeah. Damn, he gonna be mad. He watches, he gonna be mad. Hey, y'all forget about me.
Nah, I ain't forget about you, Brandon. I ain't forget about you. You ain't called me, bro. Hey, that's all
that part, yeah. 100, yeah, that part. But yeah, y'all can continue though. Yeah, y'all can continue. My bad.
But yeah, man, we was in there though, man. Making changes for our community is just what I'm about. I don't want people to have to go to the pen to finally figure out, like, damn, I can do something different. Because then at that point, you're dealing with this criminal record, you're dealing with all the roadblocks that come with it, and it is definitely that much harder. Like the world ain't hard enough out here without it.
Yeah, some people just don't understand. They won't get it till it's too late. But now, so when you got out, and then you put your foot to the pavement, and you said, "Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this," and then you seen how smart you was. You started moving forward. So how did you get involved with like the Crutcher Foundation, state representatives, people like that of that nature by coming out of prison?
So what happened was I was at TCC. When I got into honors class, I was the only black male in the class in all my different classes. There might have been one black female in a class here or there, but it was only like me and her, if that, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, so it was 2013, 2014, and then I graduated 15. And so Trayvon had been killed, Mike Brown was going on, a lot of stuff was happening, and all the white kids would turn to me and ask me. I was the vice president of African American Student Association at the time. I was in Phi Theta Kappa, Phi Beta Lambda, TCC Honor Society, the RISE program. I got in everything because I wanted to find myself around different people than who I was when I was in the streets, right? So I wanted to be around different people. Let me get around people who been living their life square the whole time, and let me see how we can, communicate and create bonds and everything. And so while doing that, and I sat at the front of the class, every class, sat at the front of the class, no joke, no games. I'm at the front of the class, made friends with my teachers and all that. I text one of my teachers today, YouTube video. I made friends with my teachers and everything. And so they would, on my side, like rooting for me to succeed. When I was getting them straight A's, I got a 88 on one of my classes, and I talked to my teacher. I'm like, my grades are good, man. Like, I'll give you 2 points. Boom, bump me up to a 90. Straight A's. Why? Because of the relationship, because I've been putting in work. I participated in class. I was going the extra mile every single time. And so they rock with me, you know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, the question you asked me is like, how did I move past and get to all these people? So it's 2015 when I graduated, when these white kids was asking me all these questions about, can they join African American Student Association? I'm not black. Am I allowed this, that, and the third? I said, I don't know. Let me ask Dr. Dickens. Let's find out if you can join. I'm thinking he gonna say no because they're not black. I agree with them, but I'm gonna ask respect. He said, of course they can join any. I'm like, for real? Anybody can join as long as they understand the focus and direction of our organization. I said, oh, okay. I told them. Some visited. Nobody really stayed long. But I was like, damn, why they asking me? Then they come to, like, if you see something going on in the community, you see what's going on in the world, you want to do something positive to help, do it. Black Lives Matter started ramping up. They start asking me about Black Lives. Can I join Black Lives? This is when it first started, people didn't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a Black Lives Matter person, but maybe it's just like what Dr. Dickens said for what we got going on. And so I was just confused, like, why are these people asking me all these, about this stuff? And I came to like, okay, something is not clicking, something's missing. So what was this whole thing that was going on? It was racism. And this is what led to me starting my nonprofit, Racism Stinks. And I was like, okay, well, why are they asking questions if they can get involved? It's not big news, but there were white people who were involved in the civil rights movement. We only hear about Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, really, you know, but there was way more, and there was white people who was involved. And you go back to the abolitionist movement to abolish slavery. So I researched this stuff. Okay, abolitionist movement, I found out there's a lot of white people who was doing things because black people didn't have no kind of rights, no kind of power. All we could do was run away. You know what I mean? And so there was a lot of white people who was helping along the way. At the end of the year for the African American Student Association, we went to Memphis, Tennessee, to the Civil Rights Museum. We go to the Civil Rights Museum and we go like down the block. There's a house called the Burkle House. It's a home that a white man owned. He would hide black people who were running away from slavery in the South in his cellar overnight, and then after they can run north to freedom under the cover of darkness at nightfall. He had 3 magnolia trees brought up from Louisiana, planted outside his front yard, so that when they bloom those white flowers and them weird shaped oblong leaves, people be like, oh, okay, that's the place they told me about. That's the only place in this state that got this tree. So they knew they was at the right house. He couldn't put a billboard up saying, hey, look, this is where the free slaves come. And they couldn't read anyway. You know what I mean? And so that's what he did, man. And I was like, damn, a white man did that. And I'm standing in the cellar where he was helping black people. So I'm like, these white people want to help, but they asking for permission. He didn't ask for permission. So that led me to like, okay, boom, I need to create something. And I'm like, why are they asking for? Because it said African American Student Association. I need to ask them because it said Black Lives and they not black. They wanted to ask. I said, okay, I need something where the civil rights movement, nobody asked. They just joined. The abolition, they know. So I said, okay, boom. And that's how racism sting. I knew racism had to be in the title. That's the topic we trying to address. And I wanted to set it up so that people can, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but I need to find a way to soften it up so that we can talk about it. And then, yeah, I said it's a black and white issue. Everybody in America is historically a black and white issue, right? So I'm like, okay. Everybody loves animals. Then I came with the cows, black and white, the zebra, the penguin, the panda. And when the skunk came, that's when the stinks came. And my nephew, this is our racism stinks. The little logo, you can see what it looked like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that motherfucker go hard too.
That's the updated. That's my second one. The first
put it back up there. And I'm sorry, people can see it.
The first one I drew it myself. Let's see.
All right.
And so yeah, racismstings.org, you know, but this is that's the skunk face, you know, hold your nose. And so and my nephew did that. Raekwon's brother, he did that. You know, Quran, he came up with the skunk. I said, do a stank face when he wore the first shirt. Do a stanky face. And that's what he did. Like, oh, that's all right. That's our go-to then. You know what I mean? And that thing, racism stinks, opened multiple doors for my life. So I never expected it. I was just like, okay, y'all want to help. Y'all ain't got nowhere to go. Come over here. Let's see, you know what I mean? I met so many people. I done so many things. I do an annual race, you know, a 5K. I invite the police officers to come speak, you know, at the, like, what are y'all doing for community policing to really connect with the community? Y'all come out here, come talk with them. Come talk to the people. How can we connect? Trying different things. You know what I mean? I had the mayor speak at the race. I had director of diversity. I had historians speak at the race over the years. So it's been a journey. Mm-hmm.
And now you got CPR.
Let's talk about
now. Hold on, he left one out. Got daggone me.
What I leave out, bro?
It's on your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Don't act like after racism things you just start another organization.
Okay, so he said, "Hold on, you left one out."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, you know the order they go. Let me go and back my Cadillac in, baby, and then put it on pause.
You good? I mean, you know what I'm saying. I like how you know what I'm saying. You holding it down, but you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and talk about it.
He took it back to the beginning, so I went to the beginning now. During the time I started Racism Stinks, during the work I was doing, I learned some stuff. Of course, being a black man living in America, we deal with racism in every aspect of life that we have to deal with, right? Like you can find racism when you got to do when it comes to housing, when it comes to employment, when it comes to policing, and all these different things. And the city of Tulsa quantified all of that in the Tulsa Equality Indicators. The Tulsa Equality Indicators go through all of that, and they do it by race, and they do it by finances. And you see black kids, the ones getting suspended the most, the ones dropping out the most, the young teen pregnancies the most, the justice, we the ones killing ourselves the most getting murdered, we the most drop out of school, we the most drop out of college. We number one in all the bad shit. And I was like, damn, you know, racism stings was to bring everybody together who wants to engage and be a part of this cause and bringing people together and addressing it from a different way instead of just looking for who doing wrong racially. How about we come together and build more positivity and really just outshine whoever else trying to be racist, trying to do what they do? Because you're not going to change nobody's mind if that's what they decide to be. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the people who are trying to move forward. They just don't know, but they want to figure out a way to do it respectfully, do it right, and come together. And so, but when the statistics of everything that's going on with black people, with my people, looking like we need something specific for us. We need something specific for us. Knowing that Negro Spirituals was freedom, knowing that all of that was, you know, who I am and everything, I said, okay, when you hear the word like racism stinks, it's for everybody. When you hear the title of Negro Spiritual 121, you should know that it's about promoting and pushing black people to a better place, a better position than where we currently at. And so, and it's something that I can't hold for myself. I didn't invent Negro Spirituals. They sung those songs for all of us, right? You hear me? So I said, okay, then that's what we're going to name this organization. And we really need to free ourselves from the different burdens that's holding us back financially, mentally, with our family, with us, violence in our communities. We need to free ourselves from all those things, just like the Negro Spiritual songs help them get to their freedom, running away, Underground Railroad. We need to free ourselves from the things that are keeping us enslaved right now, that we have control over. We could say all the black kids getting expelled, getting suspended, all of them failing school. Okay, is that 100% racism fault? Or is there something we can do about it? Is there something that we can do about it? What can we do? Give them a reason to do good in school. Gives them a reason to try to fight hard and get them straight A's. Don't just tell them, do that school. What's the payoff? What's the benefit? You gonna tell me I'm gonna benefit 10 years from now when I go to, if I go to college and try to get it? What's the benefit? I need something now. You want me to do all this good in school and my feet busted with my shoes, I'm getting made fun of at school. No, let's do something for them now. And so that's what drove me to say, like, what I need a specific focus for my people and to address the issues that we face that nobody else really faced, the challenges that we face. You know, everybody do face challenges, but the ones that are specific for us, and where can we take charge of it? Where can we flex our power for ourselves, not for somebody else, not waiting and begging. The begging part kills me. The begging and waiting, that part kills me. What can we do? When I say we got to take care of, what can we do now? And not waiting, not pointing the finger and saying, oh, you need to hire more black teachers. You need to do this. You need to do that. No. What can we do? That's what it's about. That's what we gonna do. What we gonna do?
But to me, like a lot of black people, a lot of Negroes, since we on here with Negro Spiritual, a lot of Negroes, bro, we got the most talent. We got the most strength.
Mm-hmm.
We are some of the smart, like you said, you didn't know you was that smart. So, but you put yourself to the test and you said, I want to do one honor class. They put you in all the honor classes and you aced them.
Yeah.
that's just how we is. That's how we built. So, but we don't know that until a drastic situation like prison with me and you. We both start learning the law in prison. We both start opening our eyes in prison. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been on. The same thing. Like, what can we do different? It's what the youngsters. Because I be telling my kids, I don't want y'all to have to go to jail and go to prison and do all. I done did it for you. Y'all mamas done been. My baby mamas done been to the yard.
As I'm sitting back listening, and we're gonna get into the CPR here in a second, because we keep saying that. And other people like, what's CPR?
We'll get into it.
Yeah, let them want it. Let them want to hear it.
You know what I'm saying? But as I'm listening to both of y'all, and I know this brother Baxter is highly educated in his background, I'm about to ask about the what is it, school to prison pipeline or prison? How do you say it?
Yeah, you got it right.
School to prison pipeline system. So I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you dropped out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you probably did the same. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Nah, but, I got kicked out. They labeled me a terrorist. Remember?
Okay, yeah.
My mama just got on me and said, why you had it worded like that? They didn't label you a terrorist. The stuff you was doing is what labeled you a terrorist. So, I got kicked out of school. But it's the end of the same.
it's social engineering, though. It's by design. Like in our class last night, Brother El Kanan was talking about, because he's a teacher in Chicago. He teaches special ed classes. And he was talking about how they got these different tests, like how they like example, they'll be like how many bubbles is on this bar of soap. And they may not be the tests in the school systems now, but you know what I mean, they'll come with like tests like how many lines are in the bricks in the wall. You know what I'm saying? Some old crazy shit that they know you're not gonna get. How many red jelly beans is in the jar? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
What you mean? What you mean by what? But are they only giving it? Are they giving this test to only black people, or are they giving it to everybody?
He didn't really go into it, but it's target. I'm gonna say us. It's targeting to us. It targets us, like the IQ test.
All right, let me say this, bro. This is what I think I'll get where you're headed with this. Let me say this. So the thing is that American education system is geared towards what America was. America was founded, created by white people, and so they created our education system. And so we're learning the way that they want us to learn. And it's different than our natural culture, right? And so if we wanted to teach ourselves, we got to get our own schools. We can't be mad about somebody else's test.
But see, this is why I said social engineering.
We got the right to build our own schools. We got the right to build our own schools, fund our own schools. Deborah Brown in Tulsa got her own school.
Dig, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but the reason why I say through social engineering, and I'll say colonization and conquest again, you know what I'm saying, due to Spain, Great Britain, France, and various other European colonies that formed the United States. You know what I'm saying? They built the school systems, the Rockefellers, you know what I'm saying, those Europeans who reclassified the original people, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get into that because this ain't that. But it's designed to keep us in a lower stat. Because as long as in the school systems, yeah, we all taught the same similar things, but they know that we don't have the finances to go to like the private schools or, you know what I'm saying, to homeschool our children like most other nationalities do, you know what I'm saying, or go to private league, you know what I'm saying? They know we don't have those funds to get the type of education.
So and what you saying, bro?
Like Malcolm X said it. If you live in a poor community, you get a poor education. Poor education leads to poor jobs. Poor jobs lead to poor housing. And it's a repeating cycle for that family. And so that's why in our community, it's designed the way it is. What they teach at McLean is not what they teach in their union. What they teach in their union is not what they teach in their Rogers.
Okay, let's say this. You know the school is funded by the tax dollars of the neighborhoods. And so the property tax, like we said, it's all a cycle. It's all designed like that. It's all the same. And people have been talking about that for a long time. And you were bringing up the school to prison pipeline. And so you're talking about poor education. And if somebody cannot read by if you can't read at a third grade level by the time you're in third grade. So this is what they do. They teach you from pre-K up until third grade. You learn to read, right? You are learning to read from pre-K up until third grade. At third grade level, you read to learn. So you learn to read, and then you use that skill of reading to learn. Now, if you can't read at third grade, we're not going to teach you in fourth grade how to read. You're going to be falling back every year. We might skip you up, because you're getting old. We want your old ass to go up there, but you're going to lose. You're not going to be getting the education you need. And then by the time 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and you're not proficient at the reading level you're supposed to be, by the time you're supposed to have graduated and you're 18 years old, you are eligible for prison. Because if you can't read properly, and where you going to work at, that you don't have to read something. The janitor jobs at Walmart have been taken away by robots. They got a robot mopping the floor.
Some people can read, but they can't comprehend.
Yeah, that means you can't read well. Then
I say a lot of us we can pronounce words, but we don't know what we don't know
what they mean. Yeah, they don't know the meaning behind them. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. People can pronounce words, but they don't know the meaning behind them. Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to get to Google, and don't be saying stuff you don't know what you're
talking. But see, I used to tell them
keep something from a so-called NI is what
in the book.
Man,
and what's the one thing we'll watch all the fights, we share all the baloney that's on social media.
Man, boy, until they fighting for their life in the penitentiary, but that's what people trying to stop them from having to do, because you will get you a thesaurus and a dictionary. You will get you a thesaurus and a dictionary trying to learn about what's going on with your freedom. Shit.
Yeah,
you'll break that. You'll break that shit down to the best of your understanding. You probably be a scholar, nigga. You'll leave out the prisoners. That's how that nigga did. He left out the prison a scholar, nigga. You hear me? Look, he said.
You see how?
Look, he said. Yeah. He said. I didn't have no GD or nothing. I got out, nigga. I was a scholar, nigga. That should make your ass learn how to comprehend, nigga.
Hey, but I mean, like, what I want to say, we can go into it, but being that we are all from Tulsa, or you know what I mean, Tulsa descendants. I know you got your LA ties. He got his Nigerian ties, so don't try to crucify me.
No.
I'm just saying.
Don't be saying that. You know, it's LIB. I'm Liberian, boy.
Liberian, my bad. My apologies. I apologize.
He's saying, my man, hey, you better get my nationality right, man.
I apologize. Liberian. I apologize.
You about to start a war. Over here.
Yeah, well, no, my apologies. But I say that to say this. We see what it's like in our communities.
Mm-hmm.
Being that we come from the descendants of the massacre, we saw how educated. Okay, they didn't have the Mercedes, they didn't have the Beamers, the Benz, the watches, the grills, and all the flashy bullshit. But
they were shining though. Don't say that. They were shining.
I mean, as far as suits and you know what I mean, they dress well, yeah.
And gold, they were shining.
I don't know. They probably did wear earrings. Yeah.
They got robbed.
Nah, like rings and necklaces.
They got robbed for a lot of their wealth.
But like seeing that they had that, and that was based on education. Mm-hmm. They had the right education, and who was teaching them?
Each other.
And so we lacked that.
We have black schools.
Like we lack that today. And when we try to help educate our own people, a lot of them get offended. You can't tell them nothing. They think they know everything.
Kanye said it, bro. La, la,
Wait till I get my money right.
That's the only time that we go listen, bro.
But we still broke, all of us, because the money ain't even, man. I ain't gonna
but
get
it. They look, the people, the NFL listen to Jay-Z because he was rich. People listen to whoever because of when you got that wealth, you got a higher status. All the work that we did, you see, it was like, damn, all this stuff he was doing. Whoa, yeah. All this stuff we did. They nothing. We didn't have the funds to really be out there on a larger scale. We did it at McLean. We should have been at every black school, every school where black kids are failing. That was our goal.
Bro, the fact that it was just me and you.
Yeah.
And we went around the community and got that shit done. But like when me and Uno first tapped in, I was telling him, or me and him were discussing, I ain't gonna say I was telling him, but we were discussing that it's people here in the town that got the finances to do what we did and won't.
10 times over. They got the bread. But that's where we got to take care of us come from, bro. That's why.
But it's us that won't help us.
Yeah, but
that's what
we can't. I'm not worried about
that's just like you was about to have to take you was about to have to take your crown off and set it on the sideline for a preacher. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's always some funk among us. It don't matter if you're supposed to be
talking about that story.
All right, but I'm just saying it don't matter if they supposed to be righteous or if they street niggas. Just because you trying to do something and they see you trying to do something and you ain't claiming to be this righteous person, the righteous people gonna not like you. You see what I'm saying? Then the street niggas gonna be looking at you like you said, this nigga ain't got his money right.
The churches I seen is basically banging, right? Oh, you not Baptist. You
not
here. That's what it is. You not with this church.
I know.
Over there with this pastor, that pastor. It's the same thing. You know what I mean?
That's what I be saying. Yeah, they gang banging with religion.
Yeah, it's the same thing, man. And so we can see it in all different realms. And that's why when I created Negro Spiritual 121, I didn't want it to be connected to nobody's different religious beliefs that they have. I'm not going to Okono has a different belief system. Then
I don't deal with beliefs. I'm not one of them that don't. I'm not one of them. The best way to keep something from us, because I do a lot of reading.
Yeah. Then I got my man who's doing our tutoring. Okono, what's his name? Donnie P. Donnie P. Got a different belief system. I need all these brothers to be able to work with each other. We come with what we got in common. You look at us, we look the same.
Yeah.
That's what that's what matters. All this other
that's what we that's what we should be focusing on. That's what we should be focusing on.
Yeah, our children.
Yeah, we discussed that because me and him, even though I don't subscribe to the term black, that's what he was saying. I don't, but I still understand where his intent is. Still want the same thing.
Yeah,
agree to disagree.
Even though he may be from neighborhood, I was from Hoover. Like I said, was past then because I don't want nobody like, I ain't part of that no more. But we still have the same mindset. We still want the same for our children. We still want the same for our people.
It's growing, it's being bigger, and using your mind, using that mentality. Okay, what did that get me when I was living that way?
What's up with that Q-tip, my brother? People gonna be asking about that Q-tip in the comments.
He trying to
what's up
with popping. Get that engagement in the
he under the weather. He under the weather.
Hold up.
Nah, I got that. Hey, I got that sinus build up. Yeah. Shit, look, I got one too.
Let's go ahead and get the comments going now. But for real, man. So
let's talk about it, man.
Yeah, and so a lot of preventative work that's what we was trying to do. You know what I mean? Really get out there, really help so the children don't have to go through that. Like, damn, these numbers are bad. So I started Negro Spiritual 121 Club and started just, we got Brandon on board. We had getting some board members, getting some people involved. Okono will tell you all the stuff that we did. The Black on Black Respect March for safer Black communities.
Matter of fact, I see you got the flyer behind you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to boast or brag. It's on the wall. I see it and all. I'm sure you probably got more.
I found the thing with the extra posters that we didn't put up. So I found the thing with the extra posters. So he's going right here. I hung it up because I'm like, no, I need to hang this up.
Yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, the Black on Black Respect March, you know. And my guy right there.
Yeah, you know, and the little child right there. See the little girl in the hoodie right there?
Baby girl.
Yeah.
That's my daughter right there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, she was a part of it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, man, it's family, man, it's community, man.
It's all about the youth, bro.
All these organizations, you know, contribute.
All the organizations were part of it.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Eden. You know what I'm saying? He did a platform. Check it out.
My bro, Bobby Eden. Everything I do, he do. That's bro. That's fam. You know, everything he do, I'm doing. You know what I mean? And so
I see he got something coming up. I seen you shared it. You know, you can ever. You know what I mean? You want to talk about it on her? You can.
He sent me to share it. I don't even know what. It don't even matter what he got going on. I'm supporting. Yeah. So go to my page on Facebook. As soon as he sent it, I just boom. I ain't even read it. I already know because he do community work. He do for the radio. What he got is he just did a show. I know that because he got the Eating Out band, and then he also got doing a discount for people who want to advertise. So that's what it was. That was the advertisement. If people want to advertise on the radio, Black on Black Community Radio, you can advertise on there. And so he got a lower rate for y'all to advertise on there and get it out to the community, whatever. If you selling plates, whatever your business is, you just started. You selling shirts, you selling whatever it is. You do massages, you tutor, you do homework, anything you do. Black on Black Community Radio, KBOB, 89.9 FM, Tulsa. Go ahead and get on board, you know, for real. And so I had my show Negro Nights on there for like 2 years. But I loved it. I had a good time. But then I had to move around out of Tulsa because Tulsa wasn't getting me the finances, the funding I needed to get where I needed to go. I said, okay.
See, I ain't even put that in your accolade. The brother was a radio host. I told you that they was on the phone, didn't I? He ain't want to claim it. But I told you. See? Hey, man, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. You got to get this man his flowers while he here. Because his brother did a lot of work in the city of Tulsa. You know what I'm saying?
And I was bringing on them politicians you was talking about. So we were able to get Vanessa Hall Harper on the show. We was able to get all the other people who were trying to run against her on the show, working in the law at the legal offices and stuff. I was able to meet with Stephen Kunstweiler, the DA, meet with all these different people and start to understand and build relationships and talk to these different people in a different way than how we usually were addressed. You know, usually I would never, you know what I mean? I'm not supposed to be a person with my background. I'm not supposed to have Deputy Chief of Police phone number in my phone. I'm not supposed to have the DA's number. I'm not supposed to know these people, state representatives. And so I'm like, okay, now but one thing I do know is I'm not supposed to be scared or fearful of no man, you know?
Yeah.
That's another thing. I'm like, no, this guy dead and gone. This guy, the one who had to run from the police. I'm not running from you. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of nothing. And so I'm gonna stand up right there with you. And what we gonna do?
10 toes down.
Yeah. And that's just how I gotta be, you know what I mean? And when you come with that, they gotta respect it, you know. And so they're like, "Damn, okay." But the most important thing that those people, because they got titles, they got accolades, they don't want to be associated with certain people, no matter who it is, you know.
Yeah.
But one thing the first thing they respect is taking responsibility, ownership. Every time I've been arrested, you look me up. Every time I've ever been arrested in my life, several times. I was doing that shit. I wasn't never like, oh, they done. No, I was doing what 50 said.
Accountability though. You took accountability for your action.
He said whatever they say Ghost did, he did that shit. I was doing it, you know what I mean? And so I took that responsibility. I ain't nobody's victim. I gave decision. I hate. I can't do that. I'm not a victim, and I don't want to be a beggar. I gave decision-making power over my life to 12 strangers, and I didn't get to pick who they were. You know, they ended up being who they were, and they supposed to be my peers. They not my peers. They decided what to
I ain't
do.
never seen nobody. I never seen none of them people in your life.
Never. You know what I mean?
And they put them right on. They put them right in there on you.
The youngest one was a white girl. She started crying on the stand. Why are you crying now? After you just gave me 121 years. Why are you crying? Ooh. No.
That's crazy.
You made that decision. All of y'all decided together. A lot of them was turning like this. They ain't want to look.
They didn't want to look at you. No. Yeah,
get down all this. Yeah. You know, it was crazy. You know, my daddy was there. You know, it was bad, man. And so he thought I got 21 years.
Yeah.
They took me back to the house, took me to suicide watch. When you get a life sentence, they put you in the butt naked room for 3 days to make sure you don't kill yourself.
With that little bitty sheet.
You know it. With that little sheet. That sheet is made of napkin.
They used to do me like that when I get into it with the police. Yeah, take me to the mental ward.
It's made out of that Family Dollar napkin.
Yeah, that shit thin.
Yeah, and so it's cold, and you know what I mean. So it's like
they got that little plastic. They got that little plastic bunk in the middle of the floor. They got that little plastic thing in the middle of the floor.
What color?
Yeah. that boat, that blue boat.
That blue boat. He like
freezing in there. They got the AC on boom.
On blast. Everybody walking around looking at your butt naked ass because the windows top. Yeah.
See, Kuno, you didn't have to go through that. Kuno, you didn't have to go through that thug shit, Kuno. Kuno, you ain't never been through no thug shit like that.
Hey, if that's thug shit, then I ain't thug. I'm cool. You gotta be a thug for the youth that's listening to what they saying. They cracking jokes, but they being for real at the same time.
Yeah, that's
good. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That little motherfucker is a thin motherfucker. And they put you in that motherfucker. They got the AC.
Oklahoma
they
City
got the
County.
AC on full blast blown. And then your ass in there free.
Only time I ever did, check any video I ever talked about. That's the only time I've been incarcerated, Oklahoma City County. They had that little thin ass cover.
Oh yeah, it's nasty. That motherfucker nasty and now that motherfucker.
What they call it, a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the homies was to be telling me about that motherfucker. They like, ooh, no, nigga, they rather go to David House. Yeah, they say Oklahoma County. They say Oklahoma County ain't no joke, boy.
It's rougher than some prisons. You know, that's what they say. I ain't never been in Oklahoma County, but it's rougher than some prisons I heard.
Let's talk about
CPR.
Let's talk about the CPR. You know what I'm saying? Before
CPR, man.
Before you go into it, I want give us the breakdown as far as how it came into existence. Like what made it ding in your mind, and then you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, what does CPR stand for?
I like the way you say that.
Is you giving somebody mouth to mouth?
It's like you feel okay when you suffocate and they give you CPR, right?
Yeah, somebody give you a breath of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air, they pump your chest, all that, you suffocate. CPR, right here, right? Criminal past redemption. When you got a felony and you feel like your life feels like you can't breathe, like you suffocate, and every time you gasp for air, you're trying to get a little bit forward, it's holding you back.
Oh yeah, like when I was trying to fight and get my son out of DHS custody, how the state was doing me, but I got him. Somebody gave me CPR.
CPR, criminal past redemption. We fall up against so many roadblocks in life, period. But then when you add that F on your record, you fall into probably like 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times more roadblocks just because of that felony. Can't do this, can't do that, blocked here. Oh no, you're not going to be able to get into this. You don't qualify. You don't do this. And so
and then it trickled down to your children if they got your last name.
Yeah, it could hurt you. You know, and so
if you're a known mess up in the streets anywhere, it ain't just in Oklahoma, it's anywhere in the world. If you're a
anyway,
known mess up in the streets and you known by the police and your skins look like this and you got kids, they got your last name. The people gonna give them the same type of blues that they was giving you.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I saw a memory on my Facebook today where I had made a post 2019, I think it was, but it said, "What if when a judge gives you 3 life sentences, that when you if you do have to come back, you have to serve their next life and your next life when you come back?" And so when I think about people that say somebody lost their father to the violence, and then they go King Von, for example, and then he out here living the same lifestyle. And look what happened to him.
Yep, just like his pop.
So his daddy had got killed?
Yeah. I believe
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a GD, yeah.
BD, one of them, yeah.
So it's like, but see, cause see, back then when his daddy was doing the GDs and BDs was still together before Shorty Folks fell out with the GDs. So, but that's another thing. We gonna get back on this CPI and this breath of fresh air though.
Yeah, man, to keep the positivity up. That's what you see, because all of those things that you're just talking about, like that was supposed to be an organization that really
growth and development.
Growth and development.
Yeah, growth.
That in the title, that's what it was supposed to be, but that ain't what it is.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you might as well keep community revolution and progress and brotherly love overcoming our depression in there.
I wasn't done, bro. I wasn't all, you know what I mean?
All these organizations came from the Black Panthers, though.
Yeah,
it was like we were policing our community, and then it went from that. The police seeing how we was together, policing our community. Then they put the drugs and the guns there to make us start tripping over territory because they colonists, so they wanted us to be the colonists too.
Even though they did that, it's up to us to figure out what to do with that. You can put drugs and guns here all you want to. Do I have to use it? Do I have to sell it? Do I?
That part. We see motherfuckers are dying on fentanyl, so do we continue taking the shit?
That's the whole thing,
man.
That's the
hey. They love this.
Where bro go?
He back
after 95 or something. You a child of genocide because
after you said they love the structure, you cut out. You got to go back.
After 94, the children after 95, I feel like they love genocide. They love self-destruction because that's all they know, because they have the internet, and all they put on the internet is stuff like King Von. And then they got these shows like Baddies West, and that's what these women is watching with their kids in the room and all this. So they self-destruct. That's all they know.
Popularize this stuff though, bro. That's the responsibility. That ain't nobody. I ain't waiting on nobody to fix it. Nobody that don't look.
Yeah, you can't. You can't wait for nobody.
That's what we got to take care of us is. And I got another shirt. I call it the mirror shirt. I'm thinking Kono ain't never seen that one. I don't got too many of them, but it's on my website though. But it's the mirror shirt, and it's
what's the website for the people? What's the website for the people if they want to check out Negro Spiritual 121?
Negro Spiritual 121.org. Registered organization right there. So, oh yeah, let me hit the.
Yeah, that nigga came prepared. He ain't scared. He came prepared, baby. One more time.
Yeah. Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man, since we...
Hey, we got it cracking tonight.
Hey, I want to talk about, you know what I mean? I've been seeing your Instas.
Yeah.
You know, now, let's go back some years ago. You did the first one that I ain't going to say it's your first one, but the first one that I saw was when you got pulled over by the police officer.
The video?
The skit you did.
Was it the music video or the skit? I'm not sure. I can't remember the skit though.
A music video then.
Tell me the skit you talking about.
I mean, same difference, I guess.
Okay. Cops is pull over. Cops pull you over. This is what you do.
Yeah, I think it was like something like we got put over a gun in the vehicle. You said it was a gun or something.
Okay, yeah. It was the video. So the original one had a lot of views, but it got YouTube said that I couldn't use some of the elements that I put in there, which was, they said it was violent, but it was just showing different police shootings of unarmed Black people that I got from CNN YouTube page, NBC YouTube page. I got from all these people YouTube page. And so that was real crazy. I'm like, why is mine flagged if I got this directly off of YouTube? I just screen recorded it. And so so it's back on there. I edited that front part out of it. And but the whole song is on there though. And it's like, cops pull you over, this is what you do. Start your video, window down, 10 and 2. Excuse me, officer. What can I do for you? Now hush your mouth. Wait until he's through. This whole thing that I'm telling these, it's a whole story, a whole dialogue. It's about safety. It's about protecting yourself during a traffic stop. Doing a traffic stop is the most scary and vital time for both parties, the police and for us. We already know what can happen to us. We don't know that the police be scared too. Some of them be doing all kinds of other shit they shouldn't be doing. I just watched before I got on here. A guy was sitting down on his knees, sitting on his knees with his hands up. The officer ran over there and kicked him in the chest while he got his hands up. They suing. I just saw that right before we got on. And so they suing. Yeah, officers be on some bullshit. That happens. I ain't got to tell you about it because it's already there. And you already know that. But some people don't know that the rules to protect yourself, I shouldn't have to follow these rules. I should get the same rights as everybody else. Okay, I agree. My daddy told me this, though. My daddy said, oh, you forgot you was Black? You thought you could just sell drugs? And when they caught the white boy, he didn't get the same time. I got arrested with a white boy. I got arrested. White boy didn't get arrested. I gave him the money. He gave it to somebody else to get the drugs. He told the police this out of his mouth. That sequence I just told you, I handed him the money. He handed it to somebody else. He had put money with it. All of that. I got charged with a robbery. Drug deal.
They said you was the mastermind.
He didn't get charged. No, we both should have been charged with conspiracy to purchase narcotics.
Yeah.
It didn't go down like that. Oh, wait a minute. You forgot you was Black? You don't know where you at? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know the saying, you don't got the complexion for the connection, baby. You don't got the complexion for the connection. Hit the horn.
I sent it to you.
That's what you had. That's what that was.
Yeah, I sent it to you. So, yeah.
But I'm gonna continue to say though, it's all about the status.
So the thing is that you
would hear me?
I heard what you said.
Yeah, the status. Yeah.
You would think that, but the police don't care about that. So that's why when I wrote that song, is to cover all layers. All you trying to do is make sure it's three things. Number one that I focus on: your life first, your life, your freedom next, and your rights dead last. I don't give a damn about your rights. I care about your life. You have your life, then you worried about if they're gonna take you to jail or not, your freedom. Then you argue your rights in the courtroom. People arguing their rights on the side of the street may not live to tell the story all the time. You might not live to tell the story. And so that's the whole thing about it. Your life is way more important than you trying to tell somebody your rights. What's the football player in Miami who just got jacked up?
That's cool. But from personal experience, I can only speak from personal experience.
I'm listening.
I can't speak for everybody. But hell, you've been around me, so you know how I am. You know. But when I've had to deal with the police, as long as I stood on my square, I don't get all hype and hostile and crunkling like that. But I stay on the law. Because first off, what's your probable cause?
You stand on principles of the law.
Yeah.
You know what's your purpose of even talking to me? First off.
But a lot of people, a lot of.
Hold on.
Oh no, listen to the way he said that though. That's not how I told you in the video to do it. Cops pull you over. Dude, listen to what I'm saying. And I got 3 elements. I had to get back here because I ain't seen it in a minute. I'm gonna tell you. Cops pull you over. This is what you do. Start your video, window down, 10 and 2. Excuse me, officer. What can I do for you?
Now you got a video.
Now hush your mouth. Wait until he's through. This is the politeness. You drop when I say roll your window down. The dude, the football player, he didn't want to roll his window down because he's a famous person driving a rich ass Lamborghini or whatever he was driving, and he didn't want them taking pictures of him in a police stop. So he didn't want his window down. The police mad because why? They're afraid for their safety. If your window is down, up, if your window up and they can't see what you're doing in there.
Now, cool. I respect everything you said. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Where we just agreed was how we approached the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? We as long as you calm, I ain't saying be scared. But if you know, then don't let them continue abusing you. I'm not saying be cocky, be stupid. Oh, fuck you. You can't do this. Hell no, they gonna shoot your stupid ass. Or you going to jail.
That's why I'm glad they wasn't shooting people like that back when I was young, because I was fighting the shit out of the TPD. They was tying me up like a motherfucker.
Times is different.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Why you trying to stand on business with them in a certain way, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, they shit. I know Terrence Crutcher. I know the real Crutcher. You know what I'm saying? I know the Crutchers, bro. Like I know. I seen the video. And it's just
more than 2. But
it's like
they couldn't do nothing. I stood on my square. And once I got to point at my feds, because they tried to come with that, oh, you're a Hoover, you're a neighborhood, what y'all doing together? It was me and my cousin on my dead mother, on my soul. Story will never change. He was like, we both at the same time, we family. You know what I'm saying? Then once I got to point at my feds in the back of that Buick I had, and got to point at my OMAC tattoo on my arm, and I kept saying, I'm a Moor, and make sure all 3 officers heard me. The subject matter changed. They got back in their vehicle, went about their way. And then another time, I'm riding with my partner. I wasn't knowing he was a felon, but I always keep my pistol on me. And we traveling to work, so we get our work. We out north. We over there off 36 in Hartford. We get hemmed up by the police. We smoking a pre-roll. We smoking a joint. They smell the weed, so they asked if we got our marijuana card. Boom, I give them my card. They ask, are there any weapons in the car? I admit, I got my pistol on me. So as one officer questioning him in the driver's seat, the other officer questioning me in the passenger side. Our stories go together. We just got our work. He was going to his mom to go get some mail or something. Whoop, bam. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. On my soul, on my life, they ran his driver's license. When they ran my card, came back. Hey, he ain't supposed to be around no firearm. He's a felon. But
is he on probation?
No, he off.
Then why that's crazy.
TPD, you know, if you don't know your rights, they can abuse you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you don't know no rights, you don't got no rights.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say don't come at them cocky, but if you know, then you know what I'm saying, stand on that. But they let us go. It's the moral of my story basically both times. And there's been other situations, you know what I mean? But that's just the moral of my story. But you can go back and say, you know what I'm saying, the CPR, my bad.
The thing is, no. That was good that you brought that up. But the thing is that everybody don't come at it from the tone of voice that you spoke, that you talked to the police. Once somebody get in their head, they know they shit, nigga, I'm about to go on. I'm going in. Now it's my time to talk this shit and go crazy.
Hey, because I see black people on YouTube all the time. You can't do that to me. I know my rights. And be getting their ass hemmed up, thrown in shackles.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Because they think they know their rights.
That's what
are they listening to somebody else that think they know?
It don't matter at that moment how right they may be 500% right.
It's their approach and how you come at it also.
It's all of that.
Yeah.
You could be so right and the police don't care because why? He got the union who's going to back him if there's a lawsuit or anything. So, and he got, qualified immunities. and all this stuff. They got so many laws that's protecting them, first of all, for what they doing. And if you do anything slightly wrong, that would lead them to being able to justifiably say that they feared for their life, or they thought that you had reasonable suspicion of anything, they gonna pull that out, and then you're gonna make your argument null and void.
Rest in peace to Terrence Crutcher, and rest in peace to Sonia Massey.
Please rest in peace to both of them and so many others.
Yeah, you know?
And what I'm saying in that video is, it can't save you 100% of the time. There's no 100%. And what leads me to say that, and it's very sad.
You're right.
There was one instance where I think it was in Florida as well. There was a guy who was a caregiver for mentally handicapped kids, and he was laying on his back. His feet were facing the officer. His hand was up, laying on his back. This is when we were seeing all the shootings on the news. Police shot him in the leg. Bow. Why did you shoot me, sir? What did he say?
I remember that.
And he said, I don't know.
Like a turquoise or green shirt. I remember that. That was in Texas, I think.
Yeah, it's one of them southern, most southern than us. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you all of this, and you still, you know what I mean. But I'm trying to give people the best chance possible. That's what my.
You know what? As I'm listening to you, I think about what I've learned in these classes that I've been in, and that's because everything that we do is individual. We don't understand political unity. We don't understand nation building. Because I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say France, the city of France or the nation of France killed one Chinaman. The whole Chinese government gonna attack.
Yeah.
Or let's go into gangbanging. If a Crip kill a blood, 2 Crips kill 1 blood, the blood will come back 6, 7, 18 deep. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to them harming us, them keeping us, it ain't, like you said earlier, it ain't even us, it's more so us. But where I'm going is that if we start coming together collectively and standing on our rights as a people, like they did in the 60s, 70s, in the 20s, 30s, before that, in the 1800s, 17, you know what I'm saying? Before that, each time we come together, see, we do it now for like little trends, I feel.
We definitely, you're right now.
You know what I'm saying?
If we were to come together now, it got to be in a different way. The times is different, world is different. We've gone through so much, we learned so much, we have experienced so much, and we made so much money collectively. Our buying power is trillions of dollars. I don't even know the number. It's trillions of dollars.
I was just going to say, we don't understand financial literacy.
You know what I mean? That, and so all
economics
that is tied into, but we had a forced unity back during those times because of segregation. We were forced to be around, spend around, do all this other stuff with each other, and it was definitely we prospered more because of that. Now that time is up, it's up to us to really want to do it out of a desire. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna do it out of desire for the better that we keep claiming we want for our people, for our culture, then we're gonna have to really come together on different ways. My whole thing is, what can we not argue about?
One thing right here, like, is that what us all we saw this growing up in Tulsa, how in respect to all my Hispanic peoples, I ain't saying nothing bad about them, but we saw how they took over Lewis, then they took Admiral, you know what I'm saying, and they got 21st and Garnett, all that over there. But where I'm going with that is that people would laugh, oh, the Mexicans be 10, 20 deep in one house, blah, blah, blah. No, we would make jokes about them. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple years later, they go from one apartment to now they got 3 apartments.
They got I'm
gonna say houses. Let's deal with homes. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it's 5 of them, 10 of them in a house. In 2 years, that 5 gonna turn to 5 in one house, 5 in another house. 3 years, now you got, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna continue. They're gonna, next thing you know, they got a whole block. They got the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking them. I respect them because they understand group economics.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had homies that's Latino tell me that, or Hispanic tell me how each year they families put so much money in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And like at the end of the year or certain holidays, they'll pick a family member name, and whoever name picked, that's what get that money.
Bless them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they understand how to look out for their peoples.
Even the Asian community, they don't do it the same way where everybody live in the crib like that, but they're going to help them with businesses. I learned in school last semester, and it was January to May last semester, learning about the Patel is the last name of people from India, real Indian from India, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how many of the little motels and hotels they own in the United States.
That's what I'm saying. People ain't looking at that. Come on, bro. Hotels, motels, gas stations. When I was in Philadelphia, they got them all.
Yeah.
And that was this year.
And so the thing is that we got great examples of that to see how it's successfully done in different communities. We watching it. What are we doing? You know, what are we doing? And so we gotta just think about what we did with the Respect March, the J Space, all these different things. If we had the financial backing like that, how many more people will listen? Like, oh, y'all really on to something? How many more?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's
so
what I'm saying, like,
I was like, okay, I'm not gonna continue to just struggle and barely piece this thing together and not really get it done one time and then you don't have no type of funding to do it again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I need to be able to. So I said, okay, I got this associate's degree, paralegal study. Okay, I started this nonprofit organization. Okay, I'm about to go level up. Oh, y'all won't give me these positions. Y'all want somebody with a bachelor's? Okay, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that bachelor's degree. Y'all not gonna keep blocking. Every time you try to block me, I'm gonna move that roadblock out my way. Every time. I might not get it on the first try, second try. I'm gonna keep, but I'm not stopping. I'm gonna move that roadblock out of my fucking way. Every time you try to block me.
And that's why I salute you, because I mean, I don't know anybody else besides you. And I always say they tried to give you, but you be like, brother, what you mean? They did give me 121 years.
you do be saying they tried to get, they didn't try. It was over.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you came home and you elevated.
Yeah, man.
And you are an example of helping our people elevate.
I appreciate that, bro, for real. I appreciate the time on your platform. I appreciate all the work that we put in the community, riding around in the hot car with no AC.
Hey,
listen.
Shit, y'all had to get it done, baby, in the hot box, baby. But y'all did something that a lot of these preachers out here ain't doing. That a lot of these people that do got some money in the community ain't doing. A lot of people that been in the NFL, the NBA, any of that shit. They ain't reaching out. They ain't going marching in the hood. They scared to go marching in the hood.
If they are doing it, they wasn't doing it before they became big. As far as the celebrities and famous motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, tell me when you seen them. Tell me when you seen them out in the ghetto.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so I like to give y'all both y'all flowers and say y'all doing stuff that people pulling up in Lexuses and fucking Navigators and Benzes on Sunday, getting that collection plate money. Ain't did. They ain't did it. They ain't doing it. They ain't trying to connect with nobody to do it. They ain't trying to connect with the streets, the people that's trying to change and ask for. Do you think that it can be a truce between gangs down here? They ain't even trying to lock in with people like that and say, well, we see you trying to ask people if they want to do a truce and trying to get the violence to calm down. And we know you used to be in the streets or you an ex-gang member. Well, can we get with you and your partner and we can try to go march and see what's going on? They ain't doing that nowhere, bro. I ain't seen it since I've been out since 2010.
They don't promote their narrative, bro.
You know, that made me go back to when Baxter. I know my bad, Negro Spiritual, but when the brother told me his reason for the Respect March, you know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't no local news, wasn't no politicians, wasn't no churches, wasn't nobody talking about these babies dying out here.
Yeah,
they still ain't.
That's what I'm saying. And
unless it's a black family and the baby got a hold to some fentanyl or some drugs with fentanyl in it or some shit like that.
But no, as far as like now, the baby's killing babies. Let me be more clear.
I know what you talking about, the gang violence, but I'm saying they ain't really putting that shit on the news because that's what they want. They ain't talking about that because that's what they want. But they talking about these kids who's 5 and 3 and 2 getting fentanyl and overdosing, putting them on blast. But they ain't talking about the murders and the homicides with the 13-year-olds and the 15-year-olds and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
man, it's tragic, and that's what we was addressing. And I want us to continue to put the narrative out there so people know that we got to flip it. Anytime you hear black on black, it can't be negative. Next thing you hear,
it ain't gonna be negative. It ain't gonna be negative when it's coming from this way.
You know what I mean? So that's why we did the Black on Black Respect March. You know, and so that's why we did Black on Black education and call it J's for A's. And we're doing all these Black on Black movements to change that. So, because the first thing somebody think of is something negative, like, damn, I can't, you know what I mean?
And the penitentiary, when I first went to the penitentiary, I'm going to tell you how they had it, black and brown. Santown Brown. There was the Mexicans and the blacks, and they was riding together. You know what I'm saying? Because that in Cali, that's how it used to be. But, like, now, they taking over. They so deep, they like, we don't even need them niggas help no more. We don't need them. them niggas lazy. They want us to do all the work.
I seen the Venezuelans that ran through O Block, but they, you know what I mean, they in Chicago fucking shit.
Oh yeah, they taking over. Yeah, they taking over projects.
Did anything this when they gentrify, when other people take over projects or any of those things, always look to see where did we not?
Nah, you know what? It just made me think of It made me think of a meme that I saw on Facebook some years ago when it was like the two gazelles that was fighting. They had their antlers hitting each other, and I think it said like, when we attack each other, we don't see our enemy or something like that. And it was a lion coming at them.
Yeah,
and so that's where you going. I see.
You already see it too easy, and you know it's like, where are we lacking that we not getting to where we supposed to be, and then we mad when white people buy up everything, or Indian people, whoever buy up everything that was sitting right there for us the whole time. In our neighborhood, sitting there for us. We can.
If you want to go there, we can put it like to the people who parents or grandparents did leave them properties and houses, and they sell it out to the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They don't care about it. They don't take care of it. They don't want to go fix it up. They lazy, bro. We lazy, bro.
You see that right there? What you
said? That's why you and Akunu was the only two people out there in the heat with no heat, and it wasn't no preachers or no pastors or nobody reaching out to y'all saying, "Well, I got a Sprinter van, bro. Y'all got a couple more people. We can get." You know what I'm saying?
But listen to this. Listen to this. What you just said, though. That's why I had to figure out. So what? There were still people come. I bet you if me and O'Connor was throwing a day party at that same time, they gonna come out. If we throwing a day party, we got the hookahs going, we got the Patron, we got it's gonna be packed.
I mean, all right.
You know what they call that? They call it a turn up, baby.
There you go.
We going there. We saw how many people in the community came to the hookah lounge.
Yeah, packed
every weekend.
Yeah,
every weekend. The same.
Bro, so that's why when I was chopping it up with Akuno, I'm like, bro, we got to figure out a way. Like, don't call them block parties, so the police will want to shut them down. Call them like family reunions and just get all the black people together. We all family anyway, shit. So we might as well just, you got to change the narrative, change the language to the shit, because what you say, you bring out the Patron and the hookahs, that's called a turn up.
Yeah.
So we got to change the narrative to, this is a family reunion. It's laid back, we chilling, and everybody coming together. Because you call it a turn up, they gonna turn up, and what happened at a turn up? A turn out, nigga. They gonna be showing out.
It gets crazy. So, but listen, you really just gave me the idea of how we can really finance the J's for A's in a crazy way. Well, we know Okono just said it like it's packed every time. Now you say it's the family reunion, and this is going to be an educational fundraiser. we just really found a way. This is something that we probably need to figure out a date to put on our calendar.
Hey, don't try to steal our ideas, whoever listening to this.
Man, you know what?
Look,
This is the Trinity, baby. They can, if they somewhere else, they can have it. But if they here, Negro Spirituality got his.
Let me ask you a question, brother Negro Spiritual. Yeah, I call you back. That's why I know you is. But how many podcasts or how many people in Tulsa you know had a YouTube channel? As far as I ain't talking about music and shit, but I'm talking about like an educational podcast or whatever. From Tulsa in Tulsa.
I just know you, and then Bobby uploads videos mostly to Facebook, but he started doing some YouTube. All
right, cool. Now I ain't even respect the Bobby because that's OG. I respect him a lot. But like you just said, first thing you said, I only know you. You just answered my question because now all of a sudden you got 10 motherfuckers, 20 motherfuckers in Tulsa want to be podcasters. They want to do YouTube now.
YouTube paying money. They trying to figure out how to get that money.
But I've reached out to quite a few of those people. Hey, brother, sister, why don't you come on my platform, share your story, share your information. Whoop-de-whoop, bam. And I'm not hating on none of them. I wish all of them success. I wish all of them the best. Because what I do, I'm pure at heart with this. But it's like, don't sit it. Because people be like, oh, I see you on YouTube. I see you doing your thing. But they don't be hitting that like button. They ain't commenting. They ain't sharing.
I see that CPR going across the bottom of the screen. I just got hyped.
Yeah. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want
to listen, this is one thing that I learned from Lisa Nichols, right? Famous public speaker, Black woman, made millions of dollars. She from Compton. Nobody in Compton showed her no love. Her family, friends, everybody didn't show her no love until she went out to Detroit, sold out there, went to Atlanta, went to all these different places. Now, because everybody grew up with us, they know us, and they like, oh, that's just him. That's who I went to school with him. They really don't, you know what I mean? And they really just don't connect with it like that. But when they see other people who don't have that history with us, to know the good, the bad, and everything we've been through, they see other people, then they're like, damn, he really is doing something. Man, he really is. They really, it hit them different for some reason.
Yeah, like you making noise. He making noise in the streets. Yeah, but it's on the internet streets.
And the global internet streets, like, damn, for real. So they listening to you. You going to Philly? You doing what in Philly? Damn, okay, all right. You know what I mean? Now they inspire you.
Almost up to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to the subscribers and everybody that do interact.
Shout out to all of them. And shout out to everybody that's been a part of this.
Yeah.
Helping me in this, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to you, Baxter, you know what I mean? All the work we done put in, you know what I'm saying?
So now if I see somebody with the family reunion block party, we know where it came from. Right here on Community Convo, baby.
Oh, we're going to do a family reunion. We're going to fund education for the Black youth. What? Okay. We ain't gatekeeping. Go ahead.
We ain't hating. We ain't hating. We just know where the original Black Wall Street came from.
Even if they do family reunions and they add liquor and weed, trying to act like, oh, we ain't take y'all idea. Y'all put family reunion in anything.
Hey man, it's for everybody. As long as they do something positive in their community, just
send
us an invite. Save our plates.
Give a shout out or something.
Give us a shout out. Like, share, subscribe, get in.
And then we're gonna come turn y'all city out too when we get big. We're gonna bring the whole family, baby.
No, we're
gonna bring the real Black Wall Street to the other Wall Street, the other Greenwood. We coming to visit everywhere.
And let's do it, man. I like it, man. So let's plan for that, man.
I mean, man, you got so many ideas. Like, there's so much I want to talk about. I want to ask, but I don't know if you want to talk about like.
No, we got 2 hours. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, CPR, we shutting down. It's 1:40. We gonna go CPR. We'll never stop.
Yeah, we'll have to get a part 2. We'll have to get our drinks and our dank together. We're gonna have to get Negro Spiritual a new EC.
Yeah. Hey, you see, I've been sober on the whole thing. I ain't hit it one time.
He just told her, I ain't even said nothing about it.
Yeah. I ain't hit, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be, I do vape. I used to be in the hookah lounge smoking them hookahs, and now I'm vaping this vape. So since you brought it up, we're gonna vape one time.
Yeah, we're gonna hit it before it's over with, baby, to let y'all know we just natural, baby. We all human, baby.
I ain't know on the platform, if you know. So
Oh, yeah, bro, I ain't tripping. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. So yeah, I hit my vape. It's the yeah. So now they ain't paying me. I ain't gonna advertise them, but
yeah, you gotta advertise your stuff only.
All right, so let's get back into CPR. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So all right, so what is CPR and what's the mission statement and what's the goal?
Criminal past redemption. And so, like I said, roadblocks that would come up in your life because of whatever past criminal history you may have lived, what criminal lifestyle you may have lived, and that when you try for different opportunities striving forward, like Uno was saying that he was going up a lot of different roadblocks, he had to find ways to get over that roadblock. I had to find ways to get over the roadblock. For me to even go to OU, I was denied. I can't go to OU till 2099 because they did a background.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cold.
They might as well just said you can't go. Who the fuck gonna be here in 2099?
Yeah,
they act like the man. They say they act like the man was a dinosaur.
That's like the judge saying you got 10 life sentences. You got 5 life sentences.
And so,
motherfucker, I ain't gonna what the fuck.
It was really crazy, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure out a way around this, over it. I'm bust it down, get it out of my way. I couldn't get employment. Another thing, I got this one on my wall here. I think you can see this. I don't know if you can zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in. Or I'm gonna lean back type zoom in. What can you see? Can you read what that says?
That time I was on Dateline.
Yeah. That time I was on Dateline, NBC. That's that picture. That time you Google up Dateline and you type in the Bail Project, it's gonna pop up Tulsa. I was the second person hired for that position. Why? Because of stuff I was doing in my community, putting myself out there, and they wanted somebody who was a felon. I was on Dateline. Everybody can't say they done made it to Dateline. You know what I mean? And I was
especially not without the police looking for you on Dateline. most black people, the police looking for them on Dateline.
Hey, everybody can't say that they did 121 years and came up out that bitch after 5 and 3.
They be like, so Richard Baxter was he was a felon. And he was
yeah, with that commentator voice they had. And now look at him. He's a positive role model in the community.
Look at them pearly white teeth of his.
He's a positive role model.
And a public figure.
Let's go. So for real, man.
He's a ghetto celebrity now.
Nah, but man, that's what I'm saying, man. Get this man his flowers, man. Shout out to the man again. I wish you had the clapping hands. I'd give you the clap. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna give him a real clap. Shit. Fucking clap it up for him. Shit.
Man, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. So y'all gonna see us. We gonna add him to the board, baby. Y'all gonna be seeing more of him, boy. Get used to that hat he got on.
Criminal past redemption is the felony roadblock remover. You're going to have roadblocks because of your felony. I'm going to teach you how to get over them. A series of things that I've done. Took me years since coming home from prison. Took me going to prison twice to learn all of this. I don't want y'all to have to go through this. What I went through, I'm teaching it. You buy this online program. It's an online course. Boom. It's going to help fund all the stuff that we got going on here. It's going to elevate the platform more and more and more. And so, but you're going to elevate yourself. You're going to elevate your life. You're going to move from the frustrations, the embarrassment, the roadblocks. Like I went to TCC, no problem. When I tried to go to the 4-year university, they blocked me. Oh, you got this felony. You got a gun case. Oh, you got a lot of felonies over there. Oh, okay. All right. You're going to keep coming with these blocks. 2099. I can't get this job here. McDonald's didn't want to hire me. how I end up working in a suit and tie on Dateline. You know what I mean?
That
So
man said McDonald's didn't want to hire him.
Because you didn't get depressed. You didn't give up.
I ain't gonna
Like you
say
said, you
I didn't give up. I felt down. I'm like, God dang. You know what I mean? I felt the flames. I was master, but I get angry and I channel that anger to the gas. You know what I mean?
yeah, you like you said, you accept the challenge. You take that shit as a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
And
that's what we all need to do. That's what we all need to look at. Look at how we all need to look at life to overcome certain shit. It's a challenge. So am I gonna give up and let the challenge win, or am I gonna overcome the challenge?
hold on, let me get back to this.
Yeah,
What he say?
yeah, baby.
He dropping bars. Those are bars this man dropping. He's dropping bars like that. Are you gonna let that thing stop you, or are you gonna beat this motherfucking challenge? You gonna beat the challenge. It's not
Yeah, you ain't gonna let him.
All right, I can't go left. Okay. Oh, you want me to go right? Okay, I'm gonna go above. I'm gonna go over. Okay. What I need to do, I need to take a half.
I run right through that shit. Run right through it. Boom, like the Kool-Aid man.
That's another reason why I respect you, bro, is because, and we ain't gonna make this no religious conversation, but the fact that I know that you're not on that tip and that you did all this yourself and you acknowledge that you had to go through that you overcame that you put in that work, that you did that. And if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have happened. I salute you, my brother.
I appreciate that, man. You know, when we talk about spirituality and being a part of it, like, I believe there's a higher being, there's a creator. I believe that. And I believe that faith without works is dead. You can pray all you want. I could have been in jail praying, oh, Lord, get me out of here. Then it's not going to work. You got to go to the law library, put in the work, and then have faith that you're going to get some blessings to attach to that. If you just pray that this Bentley going to fall out the sky, don't just sit in the driveway waiting on it. You better put in some Bentley work. You know what I mean? You have to really go hard. And everybody got different beliefs, and us trying to force different beliefs on Black people is going to keep us divided. It's going to keep us divided. If we're trying to force, and it's just an issue that I do not want to be involved with because I don't see us getting nowhere. I've seen
that's why I said we're going to stay on CPR because we ain't got to go deep into that. You know
yeah. You done got me going. Let's get off of that. Get back to the criminal past redemption, man. So that's what it's about, though, man. Criminal past redemption is the training that anybody with a felony is going to need so that they can get over these roadblocks, get over these humps, get over these things that seem like, dang, I'm a felon. I ain't got, all I got is a GED, if that. I ain't got this, I ain't got that. How am I going to strive for? You know what I mean? No, I need people to believe in me. We're not in this world alone. We need people to believe in us. We need support. I would not have gotten into OU without people believing in me, getting additional support. I did all I could do. I needed additional support. I wouldn't have been able to get these different, but we can't be afraid to put ourselves out there. We've been talking about, Uno was talking about being, what's the word you use? It wasn't transparent, but you said accountability.
Yeah, accountability.
That's what you
but
said.
That was Kuno. Yeah, I was about to say that was a Kuno. But
accountability, you know what I mean? Showing that accountability, showing that, okay, yeah, I'm accountable for myself. The actions I did when I was younger, when I was dumber, when I didn't know, when I chose, let me not say I didn't know, because I can't just say that. I knew selling drugs, you can get in trouble. But I chose the actions that I chose, whether I felt like it was my only choice or not, it's what I chose to do. And I did it. And so I gave decision-making power over my life to 12 strangers. I don't want people to have to go back to that because this criminal past redemption is for people who already been through the system. And now you need to redeem yourself and now you need to move forward. And so that's what we're here to do, man. And so you reach out, you go to negrospiritual121.org. It's on there. CPR is one of the buttons you can click. Criminal past redemption, you read about it. You click that enroll now. You go over there and you pay your enrollment fee and you get the whole class. I'm also going to throw in some personal one-on-one coaching too to help people along the way. Right now, you're going to get it at the 121 price. You already know what it means, freedom. And so you're going to be free from what's holding you back in life. It's all on
free
you.
from the chains of the government that they try to put a narrative on you, our name, classify you as a type of person. So the guy right here, the lawyer, Mr. Man, you know what I'm saying? He gonna walk y'all through it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this ain't no fake scams and none of that, how people be trying to get money off of you. This is real life community convo, pure raw uncut. This is not, we didn't talk on the phone or say this is what we gonna do, this is what we gonna say. Nah, bro, this is just real, pure love coming from three brothers that met each other. I met Akunu through a mutual friend, then I met Negro Spiritual through Akunu, and everything gonna fall in place. So it's like,
Bro,
with the see, they didn't have CPR when I got out the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So this is for everybody that get depressed or be like, oh, I can't do it. These white folks ain't gonna mess with me. You know what I'm saying? The brother gonna break it down to you, show you how to be with your professionalism. You know what I'm saying? And give you that ism to go holler at them people the right way and not the light way.
That's the perfect word, bro. You gotta have that ism, bro. I lived it. You hear me? I done lived it. Like, I don't got no skills. I don't got this and that I think other people got. And what can I do to really myself, bro? I done lived it, man. And so this is my life that's inside this program. You hear me? This is my life. This is my life testimony, my story. I lived this. I done walked it. You know what I mean? And the videos, the show, me and Akunu on the news will show, you know what I mean? I'm showing you guys, it's not just talk. It's not talk. They know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The website's got the pictures. They're gonna show you. It's not just like, oh, we're gonna just talk. I'm not telling you about to get $1 million. I'm not telling you about to be this, that, and other. You're gonna be free from the roadblocks that's holding you back. What you do beyond,
you're gonna be able to go make you $1 million without feeling like somebody looking at you funny.
Yeah,
that's what he's telling you. He's telling you you're gonna be able to go and walk in a place and you ain't gonna be saying, I know I'm a felon, and thinking about yourself wrong. So the next person will see what you thinking inside of you by the way you look. He telling you he gonna give you the game and the ism to go in here with your head held high and your chest poked out like the big rooster on with all the little hens running around, and you be going there and holler at them people.
And with stacks,
the legitimate way, you hear me?
The credibility and to yourself. Stacks it. You really gonna be holding your head high because you know. It's not because you know what you know. Like I done really changed myself around. I done turned my life around. You can bring up the past. I'm not scared. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So, I made a mistake, and I take accountability for what I did.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's go.
That's why
it's just like,
man, that's why I say I salute the man for everything he done done. You know what I mean? All his community work. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say like he's one of those who don't. Your face should have been on there. I went to the Drillers game this previous Sunday, and I'm walking down there under the bridge, and I see all the faces down there. You know what I'm saying? That they got painted on there.
Who they got?
Yeah, I don't even want to get them no shout outs.
Just so you text me because I ain't even know there's people painted the Drillers.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? They got some folks on there, but I don't even want to give them
shout out. Yeah, from right here.
Yeah.
I know who one of them is. I think.
I'll say this. And he gonna know I'm talking about him when I say this.
No, don't even say it. Don't say it. Tell me later. We ain't gonna say nothing. You know, whoever they put wherever. I don't.
Yeah, all right. It is what it is. You know I ain't got nothing bad. I really ain't got nothing bad to say about him. I just
salute to the town though, man.
I'm gonna say this. I tried to get him on my platform, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, I'll get on there." But
then when MIA. But anyway, we gonna get Baxter a portrait somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put him up blasting. You know what I'm saying? And then they gonna have Akunu right there on the side and be a little bitty old picture of me on the other side.
Saying like, yo, your flowers, you should have been on there.
Hey man, that's man, you know. But what? Listen,
nah, baby, we gonna be on there. We gonna be on there with Bastard. Bastard head gonna be big. He gonna have a big portrait, and we gonna be in the cut like that little pistol on the shirt. That's how we gonna be because we got the biggest podcast. We gonna have the crackingest podcast with the real shit and no bullshit and no. What this bullshit they be having, all this shit they be tripping and listening to these music and asking niggas, oh well, you don't like this rapper from here, and we ain't doing all that shit. We got the real purest podcast, the real podcast. You got knowledge on here, classes. You got other people from other cities and states, and everybody connecting. You know what I'm saying? And then you got right here in the town, and then we finna turn up, baby. So y'all get ready, 2025.
Hey, so
keep your glasses clean and watch us.
Hey, but with that being said, man, like, how can they reach you? You know what I'm saying, for the criminal past redemption, or if they want to just connect with you? You know what I mean, like, how can people reach out to you?
What's your Facebook, your Instagram, all that? We need it all, baby. Giving people your shot, give me shit.
It's real easy. Negro Spiritual 121 on everything. Everything you mess with is Negro Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you want. Negro Spiritual 121. You gotta have that 121. You gotta have that 121.
And then if y'all want to go to his site, he been saying it, baby. Negro Spiritual 121.org. ORG.
Yeah.
.org, baby. Go tap in.
Yeah, you tap in, man.
I know you got a couple services that you do. You know what I'm saying? You want to. No, you got the website thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, we go.
I mean, I'm trying to end it, but I'm just saying as far as
if they want to stay tuned for part 2. If you want to reach out to my brother, Negro Spiritual 121.org. Negro Spiritual 121 on everything.
I mean, check out the website. I mean, but the brother has a lot of services he offers to the people. Is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
okay. I build websites now. I do legal work. If you in jail,
see what I'm saying? He want to hide all the good shit.
I ain't trying to hide all the good shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you we go talk in 30 days on the podcast, helping our people.
Yeah.
So
he not trying to get swamped in paperwork before he can get the second part in.
Yeah. So yeah, but if they like, so I write contracts because I went to paralegal school, TCC, got my paralegal degree. So I'm there. So I'm doing contracts, filing your business LLCs, your 501c3 if you want a nonprofit. I'm filing business registration. All things legal that I can do. I'm not a licensed attorney in any state of the law or any state of the union, I should say. And so therefore I have a lot of attorneys that I do work with for things that are beyond what I am legally allowed to do. So what I'm allowed to do, I do it. There ain't nothing that I'm going to do that I'm going to be going back to jail for not a damn thing. So therefore, I'm going to have who I need to have it get done. You know what I mean? And so, but yeah, man. So yeah, I do all those services as well. Paralegal services. And then somebody else wanted me to say about video editing, but I'm not doing that though.
All right, well, man, like I said, man, we saving everything for the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So y'all tune in. We need these numbers to go up, baby. We got Negro Spiritual 121 in the building. Gonna add them to the mother effing dialogue. He gonna be on the team.
Over 121 views. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Show some love.
Any questions, leave them in the comments.
Yeah.